Family, you are in for an amazing episode today. Yeah, it's Fun Friday. We switched it up a little bit because we had to bring on Sister Timara Tyler. Excited to have my classmate here. But today she's going to educate us. She's going to educate us a little bit about licensed chemical dependency and so much more on Speaker Success in the Morning. Family, welcome to Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're your favorite morning show. And y'all already know today is July 11th, 2025. It's a great day to be alive. Excited to be here with you this morning. Excited to wake up with you. I hope we are like your favorite pairing with like your coffee or your tea or, your cold water, depending on what stage that you're in, of your life, of your journey. But y'all know we came and kick this show off and really get rolling and really get grooving until we bring out our co-host. Come on out, producer Britt. Talk to the people. How you feeling this morning?
What's up? Happy Friday.
Yep, in my white tee. Yep, in my
And my
white
white
tee.
tee.
Yep, my white tee. Hey,
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 yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
um
yeah, yeah. Happy,
yeah,
happy
I
Friday.
feel
Happy
I
Friday.
feel good. I had some good sleep. You woke me up,
Mm.
but I'm here.
Oh, okay. Got that good sleep. Got anything special planned for the weekend? Got something going down this Friday?
I'm not apartment shopping, but I'm tagging along.
No.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, okay,
And
okay. That's
then
fine. That's fine.
um and then Saturday, we got the men's conference. Sunday we got work. So
Mm.
kind of like a short
Men's
weekend,
conference.
honestly. Kind of like a short weekend.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
not no kinda.
um
It's gonna be a short weekend for sure.
this is my only
Yeah.
free day, so
Short weekend
hopefully
for sure.
yeah. So I just hope that I do something fun today on Fun
Mm.
Friday. Have me a good
Got to.
meal. Oh, that okay.
Ah.
I know
Okay,
I
okay.
know we got a show, but I just want to say that I'm getting back into my Pinterest, then Pinterest recipes,
Mm.
and then trying them. So I'm trying this Mediterranean chicken
Mediterranean
and rice
chicken.
soup. I am so excited. It
Mm.
looks so good.
Okay.
Cause what I
Come
did
on, Pinterest.
yesterday, I know what I did yesterday. Those who have a Instapot pressure cooker, whatever you have. So
Oh yeah, Instapot.
I did my tetrazzini seasonings on my chicken, and then I
Uh-huh.
put that, in my pressure cooker. I let that cook. Cause you know how some people say, "Oh, well, you can just buy the rotisserie chicken." I don't do that. Make them from
Rotisserie
scratch.
chicken actually is terrible for you, which
I
is
know that's another
another one of
show.
them things.
Wellness
Oh
Wednesday,
God.
and
Oh
then
God.
I didn't get that far because I got asked to go to Chewy's, so I went to Chewy's and had
Mm.
Mexican food for
Ain't nothing
dinner.
wrong with little Chewy's, little chip, little dip, and they like. I got is that Chewy's that has that one like bean dip? That's not
No, it's
that is
Chewy's
Chewy's.
has no. They have the creamy avocado, but that yeah, they do have the
Mm. Oh yeah,
yeah,
because they got them options. Yeah, they hit you
yeah
with them options.
creamy. What is it? Is it avocado? No,
Nah, they ain't giving you.
jalapeno.
They ain't giving you. I
Jalapeno.
about to say they ain't giving you avocado dip.
Yeah, they not giving
They
you free
ain't
avocado dip.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
nah, ain't
yeah.
nobody. Nah, not in this. Not in this type of season that we in right now. They
Right.
they not doing that with the avocados.
Yeah, hold on.
But yeah. Oh, you gotta find it.
Yeah, you took my cord, so I had to go find another cord. But yeah.
Okay.
You can tell the people about our
Uh,
guest really quick. Give me 1 second.
yeah, man. So I was talking with a guest offline, and I didn't know it's been 10 years since we seen each other and
Wow.
talked to each other. And I mean, of course, being connected through social media, but from afar,
Mhm.
just seeing some of the work that she's been doing, and just after she got her degree at SMU,
Mhm.
SMU, as some people call it. But even further than that, now what she's doing, like I said a little bit earlier I was about to say in the warm up, in the intro. So she's a licensed mental health counselor, right? Because she's not just going to be here to talk to us about chemical dependency, but she's a licensed mental health counselor. And then even beyond that, She specialized in dialectical behavior therapy, DBT.
Jeez.
Okay,
Jeez.
so yeah,
She's
we
smart.
got to talk about it. We got to let her talk about it.
Yeah.
Man. Say,
She's
Britt,
smart.
you know how there's some people that you like. I want to sit by them. I want to sit by her. Yeah, I had to sit by her. Yeah, she became me her, and there was one other young lady. Like we became like a little study trio, and they did
Mm.
way better than I did. But neither here nor there. Just excited to learn today.
Okay, got my core, got your scripture.
Okay,
And here we go.
man. Yeah, need a little bit of so y'all today, what I want to talk about is just thinking so often about plans, thinking about vision, thinking about future. And have you ever hopped in a car with somebody and then you're like, where are we going? And they're like, don't worry about it. Just come on. And you're like, all right, sure. And then 10 minutes down the line, 15 minutes down the line, you were like, wait, but where are we really going? And they're like, don't worry about it. I got you. Like, just trust me. But then you end up going somewhere that you had no desire to go. And you end up going somewhere that you you're like, man, this is so pointless. Why did you even bring me here? So that's why I want to talk about our scripture in our text today, Proverbs chapter 29. And the verse reads, where there is, well, this is one version. I'm gonna read the version producer Britt got up on the screen, but I like this version also. But this version says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Right? The version producer Britt has on the screen, where there is no vision, the people are unrestrained. But happy is the one who keeps the law. John, what does this mean? What are you talking about?
Excuse me, Jonathan, what version is that?
No. I just want to hit that version, but I want to come back to the one that you had on the screen. I want to focus. I want to focus on the one you got on the screen. Yeah. We'll stay there. But the one that's on the screen should be NASB 2020. But the reason why I wanted to just highlight and understand that is, y'all, this verse really unpacks and shows us, well, emphasizes the importance of having clear direction, right? Clear purpose, clear vision. Because when you have that, one, it makes it easier for you to bring people on the journey with you. Y'all, shout out to producer Britt on the show, right? Shout out to producer Britt. And the reason why I'm shouting out Britt is because y'all told Britt, I said, hey, Britt, I want to do this thing with this show. And then Britt was like, well, you need a producer. And I was like, I don't need no producer. I'm just gonna run this thing up. She's like, John, you need a producer. Have you ever thought about it? And I was like, no, I never thought about it. But I had a clear general vision. And then producer Britt came in there and she was like, look, here's what we can do. We can do this, we can do that. And then y'all, we've been rolling ever since. And that's what it looks like when you operate in purpose. That's what it looks like when you bring people along that elevate what you got going. But if you don't have vision, let's just talk about it for a second. When you don't have vision, one, you can do more damage than you can do good, right? Because then you begin to either bring people on the journey or you're just struggling solo, just moving and grooving, and you got a lot of activity, but you don't have a lot of progress, right? You're looking to see how far have we come? Are we moving forward? Are we progressing? And then you realize that you're just like a car that's on the side of the road in the mud. You've been pushing the gas, you've been seeing smoke, you've been hearing the tires move, but ultimately you're still in the same spot. So, y'all, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have a vision. And how do we identify the vision that God has for us? How do we identify that we even have a particular vision? Well, number one is, what is something that you're drawn to? Right? What is something that really fires you up, that really gets you excited into where, yeah, it's work, but it doesn't always seem as such. That's one area you can say, well, this could be my vision. And then even a step further is, what is an area to where you say, this particular group of people I have a heart for. When I see homeless people, it breaks my heart. When I see young teens, it breaks my heart. For me, particular, when I see young men, I want to pour into young men. I want to share with them insight. I want to share with them knowledge. I want to give them any game that I can to help them elevate. That's part of my vision. That's why I do this show, right? Because I want to pour this in and I want to access young men, but also young entrepreneurs, right? So the first area is finding a point of passion. The next area is identifying those people, right? And those people more than likely are who you were a season or two ago. Maybe you were somebody who struggled with math. And then you when you got some tutoring, you got some assistance, you got some help, then you got to the point where you're like, you know what? I can help those people who now struggle with math because I got the help, I got the assistance, I was able to grow. Right? So identify that passion area, identify those people, and then from that, pursue that thing. Pursue that thing. I once heard it said that you want to go, you want to go all in prayer like it depends on God, but you want to work like it depends on you. So we have to get to the space and to the place to where we know, yes, I'm praying and I'm requesting that God would honor this thing that I have. But even more importantly, you're like, God, I feel like, is this you? Have you called me to this thing? And if that's the case, then by you praying, then it should be further solidified. But then we just got to do the work. We got to do the work. So that's why we have to have a vision, because if you have a vision, then you'll work towards the vision. And if you have a vision, then you have something to show people and bring people along. And then at the end of the day, like it says in the verse, but happy is he, or happy is the one who keeps the law. Family, this has been straight from the source. I'm Jonathan Jones. I hope you're enjoying our morning show. This is Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're live every morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. We're about to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to get ready to bring out our guest. But we'll be right back with more Speak Your Success in the Morning. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. What's going on, family? Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning, July 11th, Fun Friday. But look, y'all, I'm excited. Like I said before, got my former classmate on. It's always good to see good people doing good things, Britt. It's always good to
I
see good people
know.
doing good things. So I'm not
I
gonna
agree.
belabor the point any longer. I'm gonna go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and get ready to bring out our guest today, Sister Timara Tyler. Y'all, she's the founder of Purposely Crafted LLC, and like I said before, she's a licensed mental health counselor and a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and she specializes with training in dialectical behavior therapy (DBT) and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Without further ado, welcome, Sister Timara Tyler, to Speak Your Success. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Great.
Good
Good morning.
morning. Oh man, good to see your face. Good to get some eyes on you. Good to get some eyes on you. It has been a little bit longer than a minute, but you being kind. But look. Before we get ready to dive in, before we get to talk to the people, where are you from? Let the people know where you from, and let the people know where you hail from now.
Yeah, so I am originally from Tennessee. Of course, I met Jonathan in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. And then I have now migrated over into South Florida. So
Mm.
I'm in Palm Beach down here.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, so you got some good weather down there, I hope.
it's starting to get a little spicy, but it's good. It's good.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. 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 Well, that's awesome. Good to see you. Glad to be here with you. And I wanted to bring you. I wanted to bring you on because I just remember some of the conversation we used to have. But
Mhm.
even further than that, just knowing and seeing, just the focus and the importance like around mental health, right?
Mhm.
And like looking at what you've been able to do, right? Seeing your license in both mental health and also license and chemical dependency, like
Mhm.
one like what was it that drew you to wanting to pursue this?
So I actually took some notes on what you were saying earlier, of course. And I think a lot of it for me ties into passion. So I've always been really passionate about people. I just never knew exactly how I wanted to help people. And then throughout life, you know how there's always that person that you come to and you share things with and you ask them
Hmm.
for advice, all of those things. I was that person in my friend group, in my family. And so that was something that really said, okay, well, let me see what I can do with this. And then I found out about marriage and family therapy and how you can specialize with helping communities, specifically parents, and how that can impact relationships with children. And so that is really what drew me in to
Mm,
saying, you know what, I'm going to take a step forward and just, well, it took me a while to lean in, if I'm being quite honest, but I accepted, okay, this is how I'm going to help people. But it took me a little bit to say, okay, this is to really embrace it. Because I
mm,
just feel like it came with a lot of pressure, honestly. But what you do your own work, you find out the pressure is really not about other people; it's about the pressure you put on yourself. So,
wow.
in short, yeah, that's what kind of got me here.
Man, that's real. And I mean, I know that well, dang, wow. You gonna leave me with that. You gonna drop that bomb on me like that? Gonna hit us that little gem. Because I mean, I think that's so good. And I think that's refreshing to see, to hear, and to know just the fact that one, you're as accomplished as you are, but then you even coming here today and sharing with us, being transparent and being vulnerable and letting us know you know, like it's okay to pivot sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
It's okay to begin to pursue one thing, but then you say, you know what, I think I'd be better suited over here, right?
Hmm.
So I mean, I
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean I think that's really awesome, just to be able to hear, just to be able to know.
Yeah.
But in terms of what we talked a little bit about earlier about EMDR and
Hmm.
DBT. Lord,
Yeah.
these acronyms, Sister Maria,
Yeah.
these acronyms. Okay, so can 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 you break down like for us what are
Mhm.
those and ultimately how they help people heal from trauma and just overall like emotional deregulation?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been doing trauma work. I mean, as soon as I finished, I went into doing trauma work. So for about a decade now, and what I realized is that there was a hard time. People had a hard time with regulating their emotions and really building their life to where they could have an increase, what we call an increased window of tolerance. And
Mm,
so that's where DBT comes in. So DBT is really focused on flexibility and thinking. And naturally, well, I say naturally, but most of the time, uh, there's a common thread of people thinking in black and white. It's either right or it's wrong. But
mm,
unfortunately, we live in a reality where we have to learn how to live in the in between. What does it mean to still go through life
mm,
when there's uncertainty? Um,
yeah.
you can't do that without flexible thinking, which means that you have to be able to regulate your emotions. You have to be able to build distress tolerance. Your relationships have to be effective. You know what I mean? Because a lot of relationships out there, but effectiveness is healthy relationship. And then
Okay.
all of those things with being mindful. So that's those are the principles of dialectic behavioral therapy. And so I integrated into doing a lot of work with trauma, which is where EMDR is focused. And so a lot of the times with trauma, it presents as anxiety. Most people come to me and they're like, "Oh, I just feel really anxious. This life
Mm,
event happened, and I'm not really sure what to do, how to navigate it."
for
And
sure.
most of the time, it's unresolved trauma, typically tied to childhood experiences that just later come up through adulthood when we have those major
Hmm.
life events happen, when we get married, when we lose a family member or a friend that's close to us, children being born. So a lot of times those what we call major stressors are the things that end up activating a lot of those unresolved
Hmm.
traumas that present just
Hmm.
as being anxious. And so both of those being able to use them together in my approach has been helpful. But I also think there's the reprocessing, especially in EMDR. The other side of that is also the activity base, and I always say that's one of the differences in my clinical approach is being really interactive. I incorporate music. I was a musician pretty much all up
Oh.
until grad school. Yeah, and so I
Ooh.
incorporate music therapy. I used to play basketball, and so I always say like I don't mind taking off my heels and playing some basketball to help people really connect their body to what's happening emotionally. Because that's typically a
Mm.
lot of the disconnect. And then we're able to get to the actual processing of, EMDR, DBT to help bring something tangible to the things that really have been untouched for a while.
Wow. Hold on. Wait. How do you incorporate music into therapy? Because I mean that like I see them as separate, and I see how it could potentially work. But how do you what does that even look like? You give us like an example.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll say in a group setting, I kind of take it from a poetry perspective because we're looking at music and lyrics. Lyrics is really about poetry, right?
Hmm.
And so most times, whatever, and I'm all about individualizing. So it may be whatever the individual is going through, it may be whatever the group as a whole is going through, and picking a song based off of that, them not knowing most of the times and just present it as poetry. I'll break down the lyrics, I'll switch it up. I focus a lot on emotion. So, a lot of my
Mm.
clinical approach is emotionally focused therapy. And so, whether it's through highlighting, underlining, having clients literally speak it as a spoken word, and then we kind of go through, the difference between melody versus verbiage, how your brain is processing it in different ways because I break it down in different stages and then I
Okay.
introduce the music, the actual instrumental part into that as well towards the end. And so a lot of times people are able to have that different experience and interpretation of a song maybe they've heard before,
Mm.
but it totally has a different meaning now that they've processed it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
a lot of times that turns into like, what kind of music are you listening to? What are the things that you're feeding yourself to believe about yourself? And how much of that has to do with unresolved beliefs that you have about you
Uh,
tied to some morals and things that was embedded in you earlier in life. So, what
uh,
can you adopt now that's true to you? And then looking at what do you need, kind of going back to when you were speaking about purpose. Now it's okay, well, what should your community look like currently that's going to support, where it is you're going, what it is you believe about yourself, and some of those barriers that you have
mm.
experienced that create that, challenge for you.
I got you. I got you, man. I love it. I love it. I love this insight that you're bringing. We're about to take a quick commercial break. We're gonna come back and with more speaker success in just a moment. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese. That's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best.
Mm-hmm.
All right, family. Welcome back. Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. We're currently here rocking out. Currently here rocking out with our guest, Sister Timara Tyler. She is the founder of Purposely Crafted LLC, and man, she is just doing some amazing work in the mental health field. Really helping people to to grow and show up in a major way. So the question that I have for you is, like, let's say that that there's somebody out there, and to your point, you talked about effective relationships, right? You talked about effective relationships. So let's say that somebody is trying to navigate through, and they're trying to find what that looks like, right? They're let's say they're new to a city. How would you say somebody can go about finding an effective relationship?
That's a good question. So, finding an effective relationship, I think first starts with understanding what your emotional needs are. I think a lot of
Mm,
times people are aware of what their financial needs are, what their physical needs are, a lot of those basic needs. The challenge then becomes, am I aware of what I need emotionally? And that comes with really being able to do your work. And so once you're able to figure out what are the things that you've struggled with emotionally, then you understand how to build up your community. And so that's a lot of the principles I use in my practice also, is saying, okay, at the lowest level of care, meaning just individual therapy, not intensive outpatient, not PHP. I don't know if they have that in Texas now, but it's definitely a thing in Texas. Partial hospitalization programs, not residential. Those are higher levels of care. At the lowest level of care, what have been the challenges that maybe lead to you needing additional support, and how can we gain that from the community based on what your needs are emotionally? And so that's a lot of my approach, and really the emphasis in me even partnering with other professionals. So I partner with physicians, chiropractors, doulas, midwives, any nutritionists, because I also work with eating disorders. So once we start getting into medical things, I have to be able to make quality referrals to say, okay, we need to get you working with a dietitian as you're doing trauma work. We need you to, be able to make sure your vitals are right, so blood work and things like that. I'm that therapist that is like, let me see all of those records. Have you looked through this? Okay, well, this is the reason that we're taking this approach. And so a community of professionals is vital to quality care, because it also allows individuals to say, okay, if these have been the areas in life that I have been struggling in emotionally, that have led
hmm
to, increased anxiety, that have led to panic attacks, that have led to eating disorders, that have led to substance use. Going to treatment, for example, is one thing, but when you leave treatment, you have to maintain it. And that's typically
Wow.
the challenge. That's where recidivism levels are so high, depending on certain populations, because they don't have the community support at a local level. And so that's my approach, is how can I help you build community locally, so that when
Mm.
life happens, you're able to say, okay, this is a really tough period in life, but I'm able to manage it and navigate it because I have a community of professionals that I trust.
Excellent. Okay, so find a community at a local level. When
Mhm.
somebody's looking for a good therapist, like, what would you say are some key things that they should look for to find a good fit?
Well, this is good, because a lot of times I have clients that they've worked with a therapist for a very long time, or they have been in therapy since they were teenagers up until their 40s. Typically, most people I see are within late 20s, mid 40s is the average age that I see. But a
Mm.
lot of what makes it a challenge, um, is being able to say, okay, what are the areas that I'm wanting to grow in? What are the
Mm-hmm.
areas that I've been stagnant in? Um, how are certain relationships showing up when I'm trying to process those things? Because those are being aware of those things can help an individual decide what type of therapist they need. Sometimes you need different therapists depending on the season of life that you're in. And so I think it's okay to, for example, have a therapist maybe that you're working with for 7 years, but within those 7 years, have you been able to grow emotionally? Has there been any
Mm-hmm.
challenges of what's happening emotionally? If
Yeah.
so, great. If not, it may be time to start looking at a different therapist, not because that relationship hasn't been beneficial, but I call them seasons. We go through different seasons of life.
I
And
like
so,
that.
depending on the season of life that you're in, who's going to be the person that pushes you just enough to where you still feel safe? Because safety is extremely important in trauma work. And so, I always say, I'm here to really make you uncomfortable, but not allow you to feel unsafe and being able to process those things. So, I understand that we're processing some heavy stuff.
That's strong. That's strong. That's strong. All right. All right. Today what we're gonna do really quick, we're gonna slightly just shift gears. And I'm thinking of shifting gears because I'm actually gonna go see that F1 movie today. But Sister Tyler, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of rapid fire to get
Oh,
to know you a little bit better. A little bit of rapid fire, little bit of fun.
okay.
We're gonna push you, but you're
Okay.
you're safe environment. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like how you did that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, safe environment. You set me up for it. So
Yeah.
we're about to go ahead and get into our little game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so what's a mental health quote or an affirmation that you love?
I'm not good at rapid fire, but I would always say one of the things that I always say is we should choose safety over comfort.
Mm, that's good. I like it. I like it. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. I like it. Journaling or meditating?
Journaling.
Okay. Favorite self-care activity that isn't therapy?
Knitting. Love to knit.
Oh,
Mhm.
never would have knew. Never would have knew.
Yep.
What's
That's
what what what's one book that's changed your perspective?
boundaries. We all love Dr. Henry Cloud.
Man, he got like 17 of them boundaries books, but I hear you.
Absolutely. Yep.
I hear you. Yeah,
Mhm.
necessary, necessary. And last but not least, if you weren't a therapist, what would you be doing?
I would absolutely be an interior designer.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling the vibes in the back. I see the vibes in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Tamara, thank you so much for taking time to wake up with us this morning, to come on the show, to share a little bit about your background, a little bit of the work you do. Please let people know where they can find you, follow you, and connect with you.
Yeah, so you can connect with me on my website, purposelycrafted.org, on social media platforms, Instagram, Purposely Crafted, the podcast, same thing on TikTok as well. And that's all the social media I have, y'all.
Fair enough. That's all social media you need. That's all
Yeah,
you need right there. You got the
yep,
website, you got the TikTok, you got the Instagram.
that's
You
it.
said. You
Yeah.
said. All right. All right. Fair enough. We're about to take a quick commercial break, family, and we're going to be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning after this. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. Family, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's July 11th. We are 35 minutes after the hour. We are your favorite morning show. We got producer Britt over there. It's back. We got producer Britt over there. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Your boy, right here.
What's up? We
Hold it
got
down. Hold it down.
Jonathan over there. He's over
Hey,
there. There he
hey,
is.
hey,
What's up?
hey,
What's
over
up?
there. Over
Hey,
there.
I hope y'all having a
Over
good
there. Over there.
Friday this morning. This morning.
Oh
I
yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
the.
yeah. Fun Friday. So, hey, you
That
said
was a
you didn't
great
have much to
conversation,
do.
by the way. Thank you so much, for
I mean,
Timara for coming on. That was great. She is a professional for real.
yeah, she don't play. She definitely
Yeah.
don't play.
Mm-mm.
Don't play, man. But Britt, man, I'm excited to go see this F1 movie finally. Go get see
Oh,
the
you're
F1.
going?
Go get me a
Well,
little
he just
frozen
came
Coke.
out. Uh huh. You said
Yeah,
what?
give me a little frozen. Go get me a little frozen Coke.
Mm,
Go check out the movie. You know,
mm.
gotta have my frozen Coke.
Boy, and
This
listening to Giovanni this Wednesday. But go ahead.
man,
Hmm.
man, shout out to Giovanni for it. Y'all. If y'all missed the episode Wednesday with Giovanni, she gave us some game, okay?
Hmm.
Talking about
Hmm.
blending, her blending lifestyle, and she even gave us some restaurant recommendations and spots to go in the
Hmm.
DFW to keep that health up and rolling. But
But
Britt, this cookie two step, this
oh,
two
the
step
two.
cookie crunch,
What? Is this
blue
your
belt.
first time having it?
Oh my goodness, Britt.
Is
Oh,
that your first time
this thing is
having
about
that?
yes, this thing is about to take me out of the game. Oh
All
my God.
right. You already ordered the jump rope and you ain't jumping. I told you all you need is 30
Man, I'm
minutes
about
a
to
day.
return the jump
That
rope.
ice.
I'm about to
You
return
better
the
return
jump
that
rope.
ice cream. Okay?
Yeah, right. Whoever return ice cream is crazy.
You
Look,
can
Britt.
return
Okay, so
groceries.
look, fun Friday. I
Mm.
found some stuff.
Are you
I found
forward
some
this
stuff.
stuff to me or you just
I
found it?
found some stuff. Yeah. So the first one's kind of fun. Well, the first one's not really funny. It's like, what? People really doing that? Which is wild. But so I want you to pull that. But then I am going to yeah. This one's crazy in the worst way.
I hope it really
Because like how we
is.
talking about, how and everybody, what's up? If y'all haven't interacted with us in the chat, go ahead, drop something in the chat so we can shout you out, so we can show y'all some love. But I want you to pull it up before I say anything
I'm
about it. I want
going.
you to
I'm
pull it up. I want you to pull
going.
it.
Which
Okay,
one?
okay, okay. So this is interesting. Yeah, that one right there. Hit that first one. It's just interesting. Arizona Cardinals are allowing fans to fly on their team plane to the game. What
I
is this
mean,
about?
a select look, an upgrade to $6,000 per person gets you first class seats. I'm like,
Jesus.
it says Arizona Cardinals
6K.
have a Boeing plane starting at. Yeah, you gotta pay $2,500. They ain't allowing nobody. You gotta buy a
But
seat.
that's crazy. I mean, yeah, you got to buy a seat, but that's crazy though. Like, imagine somebody diehard fan. Put that
Yeah,
on the birthday list. Put that on the Father's Day list. Gift list.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
But go.
it's a luxury experience. I don't necessarily see that it's, outrageous, but I mean, it's a level of
Oh, you're not paying
service.
6K.
I ain't paying nothing. I, we
Oh, you.
driving.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
You trying to fly with the Cowboys? My bad. You trying to
Not
fly with
even
the
fly with
Cowboys?
them. I don't get down with the football. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I got a couple more I sent you. We can skip past this one. We can skip past
Yeah,
this one.
that's
But
not crazy.
this
That's not
net
crazy.
no this next one. This is this.
You know what? Now we
this
banning prom. We banning prom
Oh yeah.
2026. They pulling up in caskets now. We pulling up in caskets. I said my last video that they was trying to do helicopters. Well, they did it, y'all. They did it. They not only bringing a date, they bringing a zoo. Alligators and a horse and carriage, that's old news. We bringing camels. We bringing camels now. They doing prom breakdowns.
Yeah. I mean, I know I could. Yeah, trust me. When I be on
Camels to
TikTok,
prom is crazy.
and like prom season is like a whole situation on TikTok or just social media in general because what in the world do these kids be doing? I mean, I just don't understand. They get these expensive cars. They want the girls want these $2,000 dresses.
Mm, mm,
They
mm.
they want all this extravagant stuff for one night. And I was thinking back to my prom. you know, I was, I I went to prom my junior year and my senior
Okay.
year. And so I got
Oh.
asked my junior year, and
Mm.
obviously I went my senior year. Okay. And so, I mean, my junior year, I borrowed a dress from a
Oh,
friend.
not you borrowing dresses, not you borrowing
It's the
clothes.
fact that, I don't know, it's one day.
It is one day, but
It's not even
but
that
my
big.
here's
Okay,
no
but
no no
hold
no
on,
no
let me
no
finish.
here but
No,
here.
no, no,
Okay,
let me
okay,
finish.
come on,
And
come on,
then
come on.
I
Come on.
had my, and then that was my junior year, because I was like, it's not my prom. I ain't gonna spend no money. So boom. And then senior year, me and my mom was looking for a dress. Went to, where we go? Good old Dillard's. Never let you down. Found me a red dress on sale. Put
Mm,
a put some curls in my hair, and you know what? I won best athlete of the year.
girl out here looking like Betty Boop.
And I didn't
Okay,
need a
that's what's up.
$2,000 dress. I didn't need to pull up. But junior year, rode in a limo. Senior year, I had a party bus. But, you know, I didn't pay for anything either. Like, I didn't pay for no
Mm,
prom ticket. Only thing I
of
paid for
course you
my senior
didn't.
year was my dress. I
Of
mean,
course you didn't. Of
that's
course
just
you
being
did.
that girl. I did not peak
Oh
in high
God.
school. Okay. Been that girl all
Okay,
my
so
life. But anyway, go ahead.
that hilarious. So during prom
Hmm.
is the boy supposed to buy the girl's ticket and
Yeah.
corset? Not corset, but
Yeah.
the flower.
Yep, 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 yep.
So the guy buys everything.
Corsage, a
Yeah, that.
corsage. Yeah,
Okay. Mm,
yeah. You ask me
okay.
out, like you ask somebody out to eat on a date. You gonna pay for their meal, ain't you? You gonna pay for my ticket.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, oh, but this is what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. So, yeah, they doing all these extravagant things at prom because I didn't do that extravagantness either.
Mm-mm.
I think I wore one of my dad's like old suits or something to
Mm.
prom. Yeah. Wore one of my dad's suit because he used to have he used to have like the shirts that are bright colors, and he had like the cuffs were like
Mm.
white. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Jones
So
stay fly. Okay.
yeah, so we did that. Yeah, my dad had custom suits,
Mm.
custom shirts. Yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you got that lawyer
But
lifestyle. Yeah.
my question is this though:
Mm.
who out here paying for this? Can you put a camel on a Carna plan,
I
or
don't know.
pay as you
And the
go?
parents let it happen, Jonathan. The parents are letting it happen because they're, oh, my baby going to prom, and my baby need this. But I mean, like
No
now
way
the
they
kids,
paying that though.
but I mean,
No
now the
way.
kids can go online and be themselves and make money off of being on TikTok, or make money off being off Instagram and streaming. And, they have so
No
many ways
way.
that they can make money, that they can pay for this stuff themselves now. But I mean, end all be all, yeah, they're parents.
They not paying. You're not paying that.
They're
As a parent, you
parents.
bet. Man, no.
They're parents.
No,
They're
put your foot down.
parents.
You
I
gonna
mean,
pay you gonna shell out 2K for a kid to ride a donkey, to ride a camel, to have the Lady Gaga face mask on,
and then on
which is
top of that,
crazy.
it's like sometimes they want to rent the Rolls Royce, and they want to do the I get the Corvette, because I don't see that being very, very, very expensive. But a Rolls
Nah, regular
Royce,
rental car. Yeah.
like, I don't know. If it was me, now
Mm.
during this time, if it was me, you get your
Oh God.
dress, whatever. Why, if you were really about it, you just pull up in a black truck, baby. That's it. Pull up in a black truck. That's it. You don't need nothing. You don't need none of that. Gotta,
Black
gotta,
truck.
gotta, gotta.
Talking that Cybertruck?
Pull up in. Nope. I'm pulling up in a Uber Black VIP. Okay, that's what I'm pulling
Oh,
up
now
in.
that would make sense. Get the Uber Black there, get the Uber Black going to the crib.
That's it. It
You
come out, open my door.
man, that's
Concierge. I mean, that's a chauffeur.
that is it right there. That's it, because there's the stuff you're not thinking about. You don't got to return it. Don't got to worry about making sure didn't nobody messing it up in the car.
All I gotta do
That's the
is
play.
all
The
I gotta
Uber
do is
Black
spend
boy.
$100, $50 one way, $50 the other way. That's
Hey,
it.
that's the play. Okay, that's
That's
the
why.
play.
That's why I be saying, I'm like, what?
Fair enough.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Check it out though. I hit you with a couple more
I
things.
know, Jonathan. You
It's
just
getting funnier as you go down. It's getting funny. Well, not
okay.
this one, but after this. So
Soft launch.
what we got going on right here? What we got?
Is that really? Is that real though?
So they're not in the same picture together, but then when you slide over, they're walking together, holding their hands
I mean,
though.
but celebrities always hold hands. That's what I was just telling somebody the other day. They're always just holding hands. celebrities always hold hands, and they've known each other their whole lives. I'm pretty sure they're just she's holding hands out of comfort or something like that.
Mm.
I don't
Hey, I don't
know.
know. I don't know. I know it's Fun Friday, but what producer Britt, what we feel?
I don't
Target
like it,
sneaky.
Kai. Yeah, he's
Target
yeah.
sneaky. Cause
I
this
don't
this
like
this
that
this
one.
this this, this is my thing. This is my thing right here. Like, I understand that we're looking to do something for the culture, but
Mm-hmm.
this man got a chance of a lifetime. Like, everybody don't get these
You
opportunities
talk
to
about the
partner with like
partner
a
with Target.
yeah, to partner with like a major brand, like to position not only his legacy.
I mean, maybe maybe he's doing the right thing on the like they said, but continues to sidestep and demand for justice for the Black community. Maybe he's saying some stuff behind doors that we're gonna see.
That's a good
Once
point.
everything gets processed and whatnot. But maybe I feel that Kai is he's very smart.
For sure.
I feel that he is kind, he is important, and he does what he needs to do for the people around him, and you can see that he
Mm.
cares, and when he sees a bad vibe, he's gone, and he makes good decisions. I would say that
I'll
just
give him that for sure.
based off what we see on his life on stream all the time, and just when
Hmm.
he's at award shows or just anything out and about, he just makes good decisions, and he's nice to
Authentic.
his fans. Yeah, he's nice to his fans and his streamer fans. So when it came to this, I did see this the other day. I think it's just it may be a deal. Hey, it may be something you can't pass up. It may
Yeah,
be
and
something you can't pass up. It might be some money that
mm.
I can change Target. Maybe that's what Kai. Maybe they say, well, Kai, you can just change Target. We just give you all the money and you just change it how you want to, so we can
but
get people
then
back in the store.
but then also thinking about like yes, he's doing this, but this man also has created a streamer university to put other people in position. So I mean,
Yeah,
ah, it's tough.
yeah,
I mean, I'm with you.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna assume stuff is being said behind the scenes, and also just how he was raised and how he was brought up and what his story is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is doing for the greater good. But at the end
Oh
of the day, I'm also gonna step out on a limb and say sometimes there is point in time to be selfish. That there is time to
yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
take it for the team,
Yep.
but do it for your team, for the home team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Because I
Don't beat
mean,
me up, TikTok.
yeah. Because
But I
even
feel it.
even Tabitha Brown, she didn't take her stuff out. She just said that she's not gonna be putting stuff in stores anymore because she wants to go back home and start cooking live because that's where she started. She never said she was
Mm.
taking her stuff out of Target. She never said that. So I mean, and she was, I wouldn't say she's a Target original, but I mean, we know that her stuff is at Target, and she always does her collaborations with Target. So, um,
Mm.
all money ain't good money, but I'm pretty sure he made the right decision. So go
Oh
Kai,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
go
yeah.
Kai. That's not it.
No, I didn't say that.
I was like,
Oh,
what?
bread. This one right here.
These right here, no.
Oh, oh,
I
slap
saw
the Friday
one.
out of that boy.
Slapped him in the Monday. Jonathan, I saw one and the guy, it's crazy they be cheering. The guy's face like shifted like a cartoon character.
Oh, okay. You
Y'all,
gotta
this
take it off the
is
screen because I can't keep watching.
y'all,
Keep
this
watching
is
this man get
real.
slapped like
I gotta watch it one more time.
this
Just
is
one
crazy.
more.
That this is really a competition though, and he slapped him with the offhand. That was with the that was with the left
It's
hand.
a technique
Wow.
though. That's the crazy part about it.
Don't trip. It's the technique.
Technique.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, so no, you ain't slapping me. I ain't about to get up there and just be
Man, what?
slapped on purpose.
Yeah, they ain't getting paid. They ain't getting paid
I
enough
was
for that.
cool when they did. I was like, let's leave it at hot dogs and arm wrestling and stuff like that. Slapping people is crazy.
I am not
Oh,
about to
another,
eat
excuse me,
50 hot dogs.
another crazy. Well, I guess not crazy. Another weird sport, I guess, is like a knife, not a knife. It's not a knife. A machete. A machete.
Okay.
And it's a cutting competition. Like they go through, they probably like slice. I'm not over
I gotta
exaggerating.
pull this up. I'm
They
trying to
they
find it.
slice a sheet of paper. They slice some wood in the direction it's supposed to be sliced. They it's supposed to be chopped. They just have these tasks to do
Okay.
with the knife or with the machete or with whatever it is. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's one. And I went down that rabbit hole.
Cutting competition. That sounds like a TikTok thing,
Yeah.
but I gotta see it. A cutting competition. This is crazy.
Yeah, I could probably find it faster than you. But
Yeah, I need to see
yeah,
this.
okay, yeah, but it is wild. It's crazy because I'm like, what? I could just put a sport together, and I could put anything together and call it a sport. Okay, I could put people in a room, say, hey, here's a word search, and we about to make this a sport. Okay.
Hold on, I just sent one to you. There's no
Oh,
way
you did?
this is a thing.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yep.
no
This
way.
is it.
There's no way this is a thing.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
What in the world? A pretzel cutting championship?
Yeah. So they have, so this is one, this is a little different, but they have one, it's a bigger knife, and they're like hacking, and they're hacking wood, and they're slicing paper, and they're doing all this stuff, and you're like, what are y'all doing? But yeah.
What
Yeah.
in the
It doesn't matter.
Samsonite?
But yeah, I mean, it's funny though. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's crazy. So
Oh my goodness. Let
I
me
know you
see
didn't watch
online.
it. I know you didn't watch it. But
Then watch
Bronny
what?
and Cooper Flag, they played
I seen them.
yesterday.
I seen them pushing each other. I seen them pushing and shoving. Yeah.
Yeah. Cooper Flag, he looks like, your regular basketball player, out there dunking, doing his thing, what
Of
have
course.
you. But yeah, I think I'm so proud of Bronny right now. I'm so proud of him. He
Oh.
did get beat on defense a couple times, but he did say he's working on that, so that's okay.
I mean, defense is something, but that's also the thing though, because he already can score. We know he can score. He can get to the cup. He
Hit the
can
first
get some shots.
hit the first points
Hey,
of the game right over Cooper Flag.
but learning defense is like learning a different language.
Yeah.
And he's learning it at the highest level in real time. Just like we talked about, slightly terrible analogy, but just like we talked about, like B. Simone, like going through her journey in public,
Gosh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Bronny's going through his journey in public right now as well. And he just happens to be LeBron James's son. So, of course, it's going to be extra criticism and everything else. But, many people have done this down the line. Melo has gone on record saying he's working on defense and working on rebounding. Kevin Durant has gone on record and said this many times also. So, I'm
And I
excited
just
for him because
think,
once he gets
yeah.
better at defense, then once he gets better at defense, then he'll really be a force to be reckoned with. You really can't say
He
nothing.
really
So I'm looking forward to it.
is. He really is. I'm so looking forward to just see him throughout the whole entire league. I'm so excited to see Bryce come in the league. I know he has
I
to
think
step
Bryce
on
gonna be
the
better than him though.
I
I
ain't
think
gonna
Bryce gonna be
compare.
better
I'm
than
not
him
comparing, but I'm just
because he got.
saying
Okay,
I can't
okay.
wait to this. I can't wait. I can't wait. I love LeBron.
You sound like
He's
a proud
great.
auntie or something.
I am,
Oh my god.
I
My
am.
nephew,
My
Brownie.
nephews, they out there. They out there playing basketball right now. I gotta catch a game. Oh, speaking of game, Auntie could not afford that game yesterday in Vegas. That ticket was like $2,000.
For a summer league game is crazy.
I mean, it's Bronny James and Cooper
Now I know,
Flag.
but
Cooper
summer league
Flag.
historically, summer league games ain't that. Like
I
boys ain't
know, of
paying
course,
no.
yeah. It's a highest
Cause it'd
grossing.
be empty.
Yeah,
It'd be empty in the summer league games typically.
yeah.
It'd be so many empty seats out there. But hey, I mean, it might be a new season and the NBA trying to bring back something. Try
Yeah,
to
I
give
mean,
people
no, I think it was
something.
just a highly anticipated game. I mean, that happens
Well, I mean, of
every summer,
course.
but yeah, I always love when I love when the celebrities go on their summer vacations. It's like
Wait,
because
what? That's a crazy pivot.
I mean,
Come
it's
on.
summertime,
Okay,
but
come
yeah,
on.
I
Come
just
on. What you
love when
got?
they go on their summer vacations. I love when they're all just like out and doing because everyone's right now in
Out in the
Paris.
wild.
Yeah, everyone's out in Paris right now because Paris Fashion Week. Then you got some people like Magic Johnson. You know, he got his drone waving at us on his yacht.
Hilarious.
You had
Hilarious.
Paris Hilton and her husband, her two babies. They on the yacht. You know, everybody's
Mm,
just yachting. You know,
bossed up.
I was like,
Bossed up.
oh my
Oh, you about to go get on
gosh.
your yacht? That's what you about to do?
I'm about to fly somewhere, going south of France, you know,
Oh.
hit the celebrities
Oh.
up while they still there. But
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
man. Yeah, I love it. They just have a good time because I feel like, you know, they during this kind of like during the school year, like they start back up in that August and then they go all the way and then they get that 2-3 months off like their summertime. So it's
Man.
just cool to see. I think it's cool to see because it's like, oh, their kids are out of school, they get a break, they do this, they do that. And you know who's not taking a break? Beyonce. Okay, she ain't got no summers off.
Oh my God.
Just had
Oh
to
my
put that
God.
in
Does
there.
she have a nanny? Or she be raising her kid? I'm just
Come on
asking.
now, be for real. Of course, she got a nanny.
I'm just asking. Okay, well, do her
Yeah,
kids
she
know
got a
her? Do her kids know
nanny.
her?
Are you
Do
being
her kids know
serious?
her?
Her kids are
I'm
always with
joking.
her. I was like,
I'm
don't do that. Don't do
joking.
that. You ain't gonna have to be having the
I'm
comments on us on
I
TikTok
am
trying to do rage
joking.
bait on Beyonce.
Ain't
Mm-mm,
nobody trying to do
B.
no rage bait on Beyonce. I am joking. For one thing that I realized is being a parent, I ain't here to talk about nobody parenting style. I ain't here to tell nobody how to parent their kids. Because people, that's the first mistake. People always want, you need to do this. You should be doing that. Why you don't do this to your kid? No, no, you need to mind your business. Okay.
Oh.
You need to mind your business because you don't know what be going on over here. All right.
Right.
So if my son is kicking and flailing on the ground, he kicking and flailing on the ground. If I'm standing there looking at him, I'm looking at him. And you can just keep on walking. Go get your kid. Go pick them boogers out their
Go
nose.
get your kid.
Yeah, get your kid and get out my face, man. Cause people be Britt, people be wanting to tell you how to parent. It be crazy. It's like you ain't even had no kids. You wild. Get out of here. Get out my face.
Oh.
Yeah, get out my face.
That's a
Happy Friday.
Brittany can't wait till you have kids so you can see how it is.
Oh yeah. You gonna see.
He
You
right
gonna
there.
see.
He got 4 legs and a tail.
No, it's not a kid.
Furry.
Cat. The cat, not a kid. Anyway.
At least the
So
kid gonna grow up and speak English. He just start howling in the middle of the night when he hungry. Yeah.
Producer Britt, what's the final word you're gonna leave with the people today? What's the final word? Going into Friday, going into the weekend. What's the final word for the
Going into
people?
Friday, going into the weekend. I got a short week. Hopefully y'all got a long one, okay? Enjoy your weekend, okay? But my thoughts and my final word what I leave to you is this week was all about pushing through for me. And I can say it is the end of the week and I did push through. What did that look like for me this week? I ladies, okay. I kept my kitchen clean all week. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Now that's some push through right there. Matter of fact, I kept my kitchen clean all week. I kept my house clean all week. Um,
mm.
I didn't have any unfolded laundry. I folded all my laundry on
Grown up
when it
stuff.
came hot. Okay, hot out the
Mm,
dryer. Okay. So that was my push through this week. And I would say, you know, I'm going to reward myself this weekend. And if you had a goal this week and if you achieved it or you did something towards it, you know, inch
mm,
towards it, then pat yourself on the back because it is a lot. Okay. It takes a lot to just be a human being and for you to just do that, to wake
mm,
up, to want to do
mm,
something with your
mm.
life, that means a lot. So yeah, I would say that's my final word. Continue to push through, continue to grow, continue, you know, continue to mess up, make mistakes, you know,
Right.
it's all gonna happen. So yeah. But never give up, okay? Never give up. And yeah, there you go.
Coach, auntie, producer Britt. Okay,
Oh
with the
my
word,
gosh, I am
with
not
the
an
final word.
auntie,
With the
okay?
final word. Okay, fair
What
enough.
the
Fair enough.
final
Family out there, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you missed any episodes, or maybe you caught this one on the tail end, you can go to all your streaming providers, Apple, Spotify, all those good places, and you can also just get the audio experience if you desire. And if you're over there, make sure that you leave a helpful review to help the next person behind you who's looking for a new show. But family. family, this is Speaker Success in the Morning. As you all know, we're your favorite morning show, and we're the number one morning show. You know what I'm saying? Number one morning show. We're bringing on new guests and personality. We're bringing our personality every single day, every single week. So, family, if you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do subscribe now so you don't miss any episodes. But other than that, family, remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other